Hello, friends and neighbors. Well, it's a friendly wake-up call here, Saturday morning, 4:30 a.m. I'm just going to sleep. I go to sleep early morning, and I'll get up around noon or something like that. That's my modus operandi these days. Since I'm retired, who needs to get up to an alarm clock, huh? I haven't used one of those in years. It's wonderful. Every day's like a Saturday for me, but it is actually Saturday now. I just want to say, Bryce Mitchell, do you know who he is? He's a fighter, does some kind of a fighting thing, a sport thing. And I guess he's pretty cool. He's from Arkansas. He's a good old boy. I'm from the South originally. And he is on Fox News on Tucker Carlson. So check that out on YouTube. You can probably do a search. I think it's still on there. They haven't banned it or censored it yet. But he is speaking out the truth. I really admire this guy for having the guts to come out and call it like it is. He's calling Biden the big problem. He's a psycho. Pelosi, she's a psycho. The Federal Reserve is just a criminal organization. It's not federal. It's not a reserve, as he puts it. That's true. It's just a bunch of people up there that decide if the dollar's worth this or worth that, and they're about to crush. Well, they're crushing the dollar already. You see what's happening with inflation. This house of cards is about to collapse. They've been running up the national debt in the United States. What is it? Almost 30 trillion now? Not sustainable, folks. Anybody with the right mind, if you look up how much a trillion is, that's 1,000 billion. And that's a lot of money that the United States government owes to the national debt, to this whole system. So it's very, very corrupt. And this Bryce Mitchell, he's one of the few people that's got the guts and the backbone to come out and speak the truth. So I rally behind him. I'm going to get on there and make some comments that I support him 100%. Other people are calling him a traitor and all this. He's a bad guy because he said he wouldn't go over and fight in Ukraine. God bless him. I admire him for that. You know, they put my generation out there and drafted us and sent us to Vietnam. Thank God I didn't have to go to Vietnam. The war was ending right as I went in the Army. So I was very lucky I didn't get sent to Nam. Very lucky. If it had been 6 months before, I would have been over there in the rice paddies, getting shot for what? For a ludicrous war based on lies that never needed to be. And they sent, 58,000 plus American personnel died in the war. 5 million Vietnamese. Come on. Now, that's not going to happen in Ukraine. We're not going to see 5 million people die. I hope not. But this is not a war. We need to have American boots on the ground, Marines launching. Come on, forget about it. This is asinine. Our leaders only want to take this country to war for money, for defense contractors, and for hubris and arrogance. So tell Biden, no, we do not want to go into Ukraine and send any military support. Let them sort it out over there. That's their affair. The Monroe Doctrine says we don't let anybody in our hemisphere. Let's stay out of that hemisphere. United States government, army, military has no business going into Ukraine in any way, not even drones. Okay? That's my final word for the morning. Happy Saturday. Have a great weekend.